So last night I actually stayed up and watched the 2025 Game Awards from beginning to end. And when I say it was long, it was long. It was very long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the show was meant to start at like 12 o'clock and it didn't end up starting until like 12:30. And if my memory serves me correctly, it didn't finish until like about 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Oh no, but it just went on for way too long in my personal opinion. But anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about the winners and losers. Now, Expedition 33 cleared up. They actually won 9 awards, which does make sense when you think about it, because I always think to myself, whoever gets the big award, the main awards, it's going to win the other awards or most of the main categories. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes sense. How are you going to have a game that wins Game of the Year but it's not winning any other award? That doesn't make any sense. So this is a trending theme that whoever wins the Game of the Year award basically clears up and wins about 7 to 9 other awards. That's just how it goes. But let's go through what they won exactly. So, Expedition 33, obviously they won the Game of the Year awards. That was the last award that was announced in the game show. So, that's just how it goes. They say the best will last. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously if you, declare the winners of the main award at the beginning of the show, everyone knows what's going to happen anyway. But as the show goes on, when Expedition 33 is winning these awards, you kind of know that they're going to win Game of the Year. Or, it's kind of like assumed that they're going to win Game of the Year anyway. So they won Game of the Year, Best Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction, Best Score and Music, Best Independent Game, Best Debut Indie Game, Best RPG, and Best Performance. And the person who won Best Performance was Jennifer English. I'm saying, 'cause you can tell where she was from, innit? Like, I think her surname kind of says it all. But yeah, so they basically cleared up in, the main categories, which makes sense if you're asking me, What I will say is that I always thought that, like, some of these awards are just, like, there for the sake of it. You know what I'm saying? I think in this situation, like, they're a new studio, new IP. I just heard today that they had a budget of, like, 10 million to make the game. I thought it was 20 to 30 million, but apparently it's, like, 10 million. I don't know if it's true, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that they spent such little money to make such a beautiful game, you could probably class it as a AA game with AAA quality in terms of the way it looks. But the fact that they could produce a game like this, and this game got Game of the Year and won all these awards, I think it's a beautiful thing for the game industry, in my personal opinion. I love stuff like this. I love the creativity, I love the inspiration, I love like setting trends, and I think it's a shining star in the gaming industry and a shining beacon to the other studios and big companies and big devs, to realize that you don't need to spend like hundreds of millions of pounds or dollars to make your games. You don't need overinflated, overbloated, studios and personnel working on these games when, you got like a studio that's got like, I don't know how many people working on it, like maybe 30 people, 40 people working on this game with a $10 million budget. Like, that is amazing. So I'm happy that they got Game of the Year. I think they deserved it. It was my personal choice, even though I hadn't played the game, but one of my closest friends, my brother, he actually got this game, played it, and he was waxing lyrical about it, and actually sat down to actually watch him play it, because he was like, Jay, you got to look at this game. Like, so I actually saw the game, and the game looked phenomenal, to the point where even I was tempted to go and buy it, and maybe I will go and buy it at some point. I'm not really into turn-based RPG games anymore. I used to be during the PS1 days and the PS2 days and stuff like that, kind of grown out of it a little bit. But yeah, like, maybe I'll go pick up at some point and play it, because the game does look phenomenal. So congratulations, Expedition 33, they clearly deserved it. So I will say that. So, beautiful times, you know what I'm saying? Like, who won? The studio that, the game and the studio that was meant to win won it, you know what I'm saying? So there you go. Anyway, and fun fact, all the other awards here, so no other game, no other studio won more than one award in any of the other categories. That is crazy. I don't think that's ever happened before, or maybe it has, I don't know, but not that I can remember. So that's wild, isn't it? So, in a way it's good, because maybe everyone gets an award if that's how you look at it, but maybe this year was just that good. I don't think it was. Anyway, so we had multiple other winners in other categories, like I said. So Hades 2 won Best Action Game. That's fair enough. We've got Hollow Knight, Silksong. They won Best Action Adventure Game. Was it that's fair enough. I can see that. Donkey Kong Bonanza won Best Family Game. Fair enough. Mario Kart World won Best Sport Racing Game. I don't know about that because like Donkey Kong, fair enough. But Mario Kart, nah, I can't see it. I just can't see it. Battlefield 6 Best Audio Design. I don't know about that. South of the Midnight Best Game for Impact. Possibly, in terms of the games that was in the category, maybe, fair enough. You know what I mean? I can give it to them. We got No Man's Sky for Best Ongoing Game. I think that they deserve it. I think it's either No Man's Sky or you could probably say maybe Cyberpunk, maybe. But yeah, like I think No Man's Sky, No Man's Sky is a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. So I will say that, and they're still improving the game as we speak now. We got Baldur's Gate 3 Best Community Support. We've got Pretty Derby Best Mobile Game. I don't know about that game, so I can't really talk about it, but you know, it is what it is. We've got The Midnight Walk Best VR AR Experience. I don't know about that game, so I can't speak about that. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves won the Best Fighting Games. I think this year, that is the best fighting game, hands down, to be honest with you. Like nothing else that came out this year in terms of like fighting games is really touching this, so it does make sense. We've got Final Fantasy Tactics. So the best sim strategy game. So yeah, you know what I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics is a godlike game. Arc Raiders won Best Multiplayer Game. Arc Raiders had to win an award. Like the things that Arc Raiders has been doing, the numbers that it's been putting up, the community, the people that have been playing this game, like they love Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders is one of like the best multiplayer games out there today, hands down. And it's one of them sleeping giants that I don't think a lot of other developers and Access Media and gamers kind of expected it to be this good, but it's a big game. It's an amazing game. So yeah, we got Counter-Strike 2 for Best Esport Game. I know about Counter-Strike. I do watch it sometimes when I watch esport. I'm not really big on watching esport, apart from if it's like fighting games like Tekken and Street Fighter and so forth and so on. But I do know about Counter-Strike, so fair enough. So we've got Best Esport Athlete. I'm not going to talk about that. Best Esport Team. I'm not really into that. Wuthering Waves Players Voice Players Choice Award voted by the gamers and the players. I'm a little bit surprised because I did think Arc Raiders would have been the game that the gamers and the players would have voted for, being that it's like the most recent, most popular game out there now. But then again, Wuthering Waves is a big game. It's doing crazy numbers, and it is a game from China, you know what I'm saying? Like, China is killing it. China!
I love China. China all the time.
You know what I'm saying? China is killing it. So, it does make sense. So, China needs to get a little bit of love, I guess. So, yeah, it does make sense, I guess. The next game is Doom: The Dark Ages, won innovation in accessibility. I don't know about the accessibility in Doom at all. But I'm going to assume that with Doom Dark Ages that they've probably done some crazy accessible features, which is good because, if it allows different types of people with different abilities, different disabilities to actually play the game, I think it's like a good thing. I think all games should like focus and aim for, their game to have crazy accessibility so people with all different abilities and disabilities can play your game. So, yeah. And we got The Last of Us Season 2. So this was bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Because you had like stuff like, Devil May Cry, the animation that came out on Netflix. Now, I don't really like the first season of Devil May Cry. It's meant to be about Dante and Virgil, and it wasn't. It was about Lady. But compared to The Last of Us Part 2, Devil May Cry was godlike, you know what I'm saying? It's godlike in comparison to The Last of Us Part 2. Season 2 was garbage compared to Season 1 of The Last of Us. It dropped crazy numbers compared to Season 1, and hardly no one liked it. So I don't understand how, well, actually I do, because it's a game in access media, you know what I'm saying? The game in access woke media that voted for all this bullshit. So, you know what I'm saying? This is bullshit. And the fact that like how Naughty Dog hasn't like dropped a game since this generation, since PlayStation 5, is crazy to me. And it's like any excuse that Jeff Keighley can give Naughty Dog and Neil Cuckman an award for something that wasn't even fucking good. Season 1 was good. Season 2 was garbage. And anybody that watched it would tell you, even people that don't know or didn't know anything about The Last of Us, it's propaganda, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? It's fixed. It's bullshit, man. So this was one of the most annoying things about the whole awards show that I just thought to myself, yeah, typical. Typical. Then we got the best content creator. I don't really care about that. Most anticipated game. It was difficult because obviously, like, you know, Grand Theft Auto 6 got the most anticipated game, and I do get it, and it does make sense. But you had other games like Resident Evil 9 and stuff like that, and it was like, nah, any of the other games could have got it really and truly. But I guess GTA 6, that is gonna be the game really, because everyone is waiting for this game. Everyone is looking forward to this game, and the numbers and the figures that this game is going to make and create is crazy. It's gonna make crazy peas, isn't it? Crazy peas. So yeah. So that's everybody that won an award basically. I was surprised that Death Stranding 2 didn't win an award, considering the fact that Jeff Keighley's got his tongue up Hideo Kojima's a-hole.
Pause what?
You know what I'm saying? Pause. And also because I bought Death Stranding 1, I tried to play it, I couldn't get into it. 4 or 5 hours into it, I just couldn't get into the game. Everyone says later on the game gets really good. The game looks beautiful, the storytelling seems to be really good. But in comparison to 1, number 2 is meant to be an amazing game, and I'm just surprised that it didn't win at least one award. That is wild to me, isn't it? That is wild. So that was one of the biggest surprising moments for me, personally speaking. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't play Death Stranding 2, but I know people that did, and I've heard a lot of people love Death Stranding 2, and it made money, it did numbers, and it's meant to be an amazing game in comparison to number 1. So the fact that number 1 won all these awards and number 2 didn't win one when number 2 is a better game, it's wild to me. Especially, like I said, when Hideo Kojima and Jeff Keighley, they're like this, isn't it? So I don't know, man. I don't know. So that was a bit weird to me. And also the fact that Ghost of Yōtei didn't win anything, which was funny to me, because there was times when the camera panned to Erika Ishii, and I can't lie, like, I mean, like, she just looks like a hot mess sitting there. Every time, you know, GOTY Yōtei was in a category, it kind of panned to her, and yeah, they just didn't win anything. I don't know, maybe the fact that, like, if devs in your studio are gonna come out laughing and cracking jokes at a death of another human being, regardless if you like them or not, or agree with their political views or not, kind of goes a long way with the fans and gamers. Maybe if you make a game when everyone was looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima 2 with Jin Sakai, and you know, flip it on its head and bring in this new character for like no reason, that gamers and players and your fan base are going to get pissed off about it. Maybe if, you know, Sucker Punch, you know, is encouraging these woke activists to come out and talk bullshit and rubbish to its gamers and to its install base in regards to what they think about this change in direction with the franchise, that these players and gamers are not particularly gonna like and, you know, agree with your game. And I guess maybe in regard to the Access Media, maybe that they kind of, like, you know, agreed with it in silence with a lot of the gamers and players. I don't know, I just thought it was weird that they didn't, like, win at least one award. And one of the highlights as well, I just want to mention this here, which was not a good thing, which was the new Street Fighter trailer. I'm going to say this, the new Street Fighter trailer, to me, looked garbage. I saw this, I literally thought it was like a skit. I didn't think that they was actually making a new film based on Street Fighter. I'm not lying yet, but I get a lot of similar vibes that I got from the original Street Fighter film. And I don't know if this is a little bit of nostalgia, because even though the original Street Fighter film wasn't that great and it was kind of cheesy and corny, I think because, like, I love Street Fighter and I grew up with that film and stuff and with the game, it's got like a little place in my heart. But this new film, like, just looks horrid to me. With all the new technology and all the martial artists and all the good actors you got out there, this was the best that they could do with the casting and with the way that this film looks. It looks budget as fuck, innit? And I know it's meant to be like the computer game renaissance when it comes to films and TV shows, but from what I saw with this trailer, this isn't it. This is not it. And it was cheesy and corny as fuck, and the reaction from the audience was not a good reaction, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, man, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so I think in regards to the games that won the awards, there isn't really any big, like, shocks, to be honest with you. There wasn't any big shocks. So let's move on to the highlight of this game show. And for me, it was the trailers that they showed. They showed a lot of trailers, 56 trailers to be precise. And out of 56 trailers, there was only 17 that caught my gaming eyes. You know what I'm saying? Or there was like a few of them. It was like, okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on that. But like the others were like amazing trailers. Like I was quite surprised with some of the new releases, the new trailers, the new announcement, and some announcements or some trailers that I was kind of expecting to see. So we got like a nice amalgamation of like different things when it came to these trailers, which was good. But out of 56, only 17 caught my eye. So let me give you the rundown of the games that caught my eye. I'm not going over 56 trailers. That is long, you know what I mean? Especially when most of them didn't even catch my eye. I didn't care about them. I thought, what the fuck was this? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so the first game that caught my eye was Pragmata, and that is Capcom's sci-fi puzzle shooter. Now, this game, I've had my eye on it for a while. This game looks really, really good. And fun fact, this is the only game out of 56 that got a playable trailer released for you to play right now. If you own a Steam Deck or you've got Steam, you can download it and play it now, which is cool. It kind of sucks at the fact that why didn't they release the trailer on PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo if it was coming out on Nintendo? Release it on all platforms so all gamers, everybody on every platform can play and experience this demo. Maybe they will at some point, but the fact that it's got a release date April 25th, 2026, maybe they released the trailer a little bit later. But I did like what I saw. The game looks way more polished. The game looks really good. And I was getting a lot of Stellar Blade vibe. Even though that the game doesn't play like Stellar Blade, I still was getting a lot of the same vibe and energy from this game. So yeah, this game looks good. You know what I'm saying? This game caught my eye and I will be probably getting this game. So, the next game on the list is Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. So this was the first reveal trailer, the first announcement, teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it. This actually looks good. Obviously it's cinematic, it wasn't gameplay trailer. It's made by the original people that made Star Wars Old Republic, so that's really good as well. So I've got my hopes up there. And obviously we've got Disney Star Wars that gave them the blessing to make this game, because obviously Disney owns the IP Star Wars, even though that they have decimated and destroyed this godlike franchise. I'm hoping that we will get another good game, because one thing I will say, since Disney has bought Star Wars, one of the shining beacons of the media or the content that they have produced since Disney has taken the franchise, Lucasfilm, is the games. Most of the games are actually being really good, you know what I'm saying? So I will say that. So that's something. The next game on the list that really caught my eye was a game called Toxic Commando. I love that name. Toxic Commando sounds so cool. And when I first saw it, I was thinking, is this like some normal, typical first-person shooter zombie game? But I love the art style, and this game looks like so much fun. It looks so good, and yeah, it just caught my eye. I wasn't even really expecting it to really captivate me like that. What was it? I saw the trailer. I saw the first few minutes, first few seconds of the trailer, and I thought to myself, Then as the trailer went along, I was like, I actually really like this, to the point where I've got my gaming eye fixated on this game. So this game is meant to be coming out March the 12th, 2026. So that's another game that's got a release date. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, Toxic Commando looks like a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. The next game on the list is probably in my top 5 of trailers that got shown or games that got announced during this Game Awards show, and that is Resident Evil Requiem, aka Resident Evil 9. They gave us more gameplay. We actually got to see more gameplay footage of this game. We got to see Leon S. Kennedy. Now he looks grizzled. He looks like, he's like he's been through wars, battles, he's aged a little bit, he's got facial hair, you know what I'm saying? It looks like he's been through some shit, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that we've gone back to Raccoon City, it's only fair that Leon come back to Raccoon City, you know what I'm saying? So it was good to see him, it was good to see gameplay footage of him as well. Yeah, man. This trailer looked good, and we got a little bit more, in regards to the story. We got to see, the villain, which could be the main villain, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I love what I've seen, you know what I mean? The fact you can play this game in first person and third person, and you get to play with a new character as well, and you get to play with Leon, and there are gaming whispers that other characters are gonna make an appearance that you can't play with, but they might make an appearance. So yeah, man, like this was a big stand-up for me. This was a highlight. I was very happy. I was hoping we would get a demo. I was hoping we would actually get a demo to play of Resident Evil Requiem. The fact that it's coming out the 27th of February 2026, which is like around the corner, a few months now. We're in December. So yeah, but they didn't. And it's kind of sad because we got a demo for Resident Evil 7, we got a demo for Resident Evil 8, and we're not getting a demo for Resident Evil 9. Like, I don't know, but maybe the marketing will ramp up and we will get one maybe like, you know, the end of this year or maybe January, get a demo. But yeah, I love what I'm seeing. So Resident Evil Requiem, Resident Evil 9, bap. Yes, I am happy. The next game on the list was Exodus. It's a sci-fi space adventure. This game looks fun. It looks interesting. It's got potential. You know, dealing with, you know, humans and different aliens and stuff, and setting around this main character, and you build a crew. Like, I was getting, you know, a bit of like a Star Wars vibe, you know, or like a Mass Effect. Was it a Mass Effect vibe? Which is cool, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's a new IP. I've never heard of it before. It looks decent. The art style looks cool, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But it does look interesting. So I'm gonna keep one of my gaming eyes on Exodus. Definitely. The next game on the list is Dungeons and Dragons Warlock D&D World Reveal trailer. Now, this was just a CG trailer, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't in-game, but it actually looks good, you know what I'm saying? I actually like the world of D&D and what they have been doing with it recently. So, I don't know, man, you know what I mean? Like, D&D's got a place in my heart, so I'll just keep my eye on it and see what will go on. But I did like the cinematic trailer. You know, it's centered around this Warlock, you know, this female character, and she looks like, I mean, like, she looks sexy as fuck. She looks beautiful. She looks powerful. I love her design. She looks cool. You know what I'm saying? I love the look of this character. So who knows? You know what I mean? Like, let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But yes, you know, Warlock, D&D, it looks cool. The next game on the list is Control Resonant, which is, I don't know if this is Control Part 2 or if this is a spin-off of Control, but this is wild. And the main character doesn't look like it's even Jesse Faden. It looks like it's her brother that was locked up in containment. So I don't know, but I do love the look of the game. The game looks wild. It looks like it's going to be based in the old house as well as outside of the old house. It looks like, you know, the Hisk or some entity, some new entity has got out or something. I don't know what's happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Jesse's in it because you see her, and I think you hear her voice, but you don't see her. I mean, like, you don't really see her as in like she's the main character, as in you play with her. Maybe you get to play with her and the brother. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it looks like the brother is the main character. But this game looks wild, you know what I'm saying? And it, like, I was not expecting this. I was expecting to see Jessie again. I was expecting her to be the main character. I was expecting us to play with her again and go on her adventure and her story. But you know, the world that Remedy has constructed is wild to me, innit? It's beautiful and it's wild. So I am really looking forward to seeing more when it comes to this game. Obviously there's no release date, you know what I'm saying? It's early days. I think this was like the announcement release, teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it. But this game looks phenomenal. And they've got, like, Remedy's got crazy credit in the bank with me. So I am looking forward to seeing more when it comes to Control Resonant. Wild, man. This game is just wild. But anyway, the next two games on the list took me back by surprise. Now, I heard that, like, you know, there was going to be an announcement during the award show. Jeff Keighley was coming out talking about, oh yeah, Phantom Blade Zero and Tomb Raider. So we all knew that there was going to be some Tomb Raider trailer, but I was surprised. I did not know we was getting two new Tomb Raider games. The first game we are getting is Tomb Raider Catalyst, new Tomb Raider Adventure, which is meant to be coming out 2027. So that's like, you know, we're talking about, like, this is probably early in development and stuff. And they showed us the new Lara Croft, her new character design. No gameplay trailer, no gameplay footage when it comes to Catalyst, but it does look good. And the second Tomb Raider game we are getting is Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis remake reveal trailer. This is meant to be coming out 2026. No date pinned down right now, but it's coming out in 2026 next year. And this is basically going to be the second remake that we are getting of the original PlayStation 1 Tomb Raider game. Oh my god, this game looks so fucking sick. And they showed us gameplay footage, they showed us cinematic footage as well. Listen, anyone that knows anything about me knows that like I love Tomb Raider, I love Lara Croft. The original Tomb Raider games, especially 1 to 3, godlike games. 1 being my favorite, and like the feelings and emotion that the first Tomb Raider like gave me. I don't know, like I don't know if it's nostalgia, but I just love the first game. And even the remake, like was it the anniversary remake that they made of the first game, I love that game as well. And the fact that we're getting another one that's been brought up, that's gonna look and probably feel a lot more like the Tomb Raider games that came out during the PlayStation 4 generation. I am hyped, I am happy, and the fact that they base it on the first game, they know what they're doing. Crystal Dynamics knows what they're doing. They ain't stupid, you know what I mean? They're very clever. So I am very hyped when it comes to, especially the second Tomb Raider game, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. If anybody knows anything about that game, godlike game. They showed us the It showed us the dinosaurs. They showed us the jungle region. They showed us They showed us the tombs and stuff. I can't wait. I really can't wait. So I'm very, very, very hyped. I'm very looking forward to Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. So that was a big reveal for me. Two games. Crystal Dynamics is putting in work and they ain't playing around. Anyway, on to the next game. 007 First Light. James Bond gameplay trailer. It looked hyped. So we saw a little bit of gameplay footage, but they showed us a villain, Larry Kravitz, and he looks cool as fuck. He came out on stage, basically, you know, announced the awards and stuff for the next category, but he looks really cool. And obviously this is IO Studios, you know what I'm saying, the people that gave us Hitman, you know what I'm saying, and Hitman is a godlike game, a godlike franchise. So I've got a lot of faith when it comes to this game, 007. And 007 James Bond is a big franchise, you know what I'm saying? And it made sense that a studio like IO would take on 007 because it's the world of assassination. It just makes sense. So I am really looking forward to this game. And the fact that we got Lenny Kravitz that came out on stage and they made him a villain in the game, I think it's cool as fuck, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got that. The next game on the list is Gang of Dragon, new Yakuza action type game. Now this game looks sick, you know what I'm saying? Like, they basically showed us the cinematic footage, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe in-game cutscene footage or whatever, but the game looks phenomenal. And the actor that they've got to play the main character in this game is a very well-known actor, and he is big. He is a big time actor, and yeah, I am looking forward to this, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really big when it comes to the like Yakuza games that, you know, that we see and stuff, but Gang of Dragon, no, I might need to like get this and play this game. You know what I mean? It's early stages. I'm keeping my gaming eye fixated on this game and see where I'll go on with this. But yeah, Gang of Dragon looks like it's a big game, and a big game, you know what I'm saying? So let's see where I'll go on with this game. So the next game on the list is Forest 3. Now for those that don't know anything about these types of games, you know, you've got The Forest, you've got Sons of the Forest Part 2, and you've got Forest 3. This is meant to be coming out on all platforms as well, which is cool as well. No release date, but this is like a horror survival entry, and trust me, these games are wild. Like, one of my colleagues here put me onto this game. So at work here, there's like loads, well not loads, but there's quite a few gamers, isn't it? And we all get together and we, you know, looking for a game to play. And at first it was just me and, you know, one of my colleagues, and we were looking for a game for just us two to play, and it was The Forest, and it's a wild game. It's such a good game. And the fact that they released The Forest 3, this is the reason why it caught my eye, because I've played the first one. I've got mad memories of playing the first one, and the game is so good. It's like survival on some island. It just fucks you up and shit. Now this looks good, you know what I mean? Like, they've taken a different spin with this one, but it's the same concept. So because of the first game alone, they got credit in the bank with me. I didn't get to play Sons of the Forest or whatever because they haven't released it on PlayStation yet, so that sucks, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Forest 3, very interesting game. So yeah. Oh, on to the next game. So next game on the list is Soros. So we got to see like more story. So we've got to see like more characters, more story footage, and gameplay footage as well. This is the same people that brought us Returnal. Returnal is a godlike game. I think it's one of the first games that came out like within the first year or so of PlayStation 5. The game is so good, hard as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Still haven't finished the game, but I love the game. I need to get back to playing it, and I need to finish it at some point, but the game is good. So this is like a spiritual sibling of Returnal, should I say. And yeah, it looks good, you know what I'm saying? It gave us more story, I mean, like more story content, and you know, and we got to see more of the characters. The game looks good. I mean, like, will I get it when it comes out? Yes. The game is coming out the 30th of April 2026, so there's a release date on this, so that's a good thing. That is a good thing. But yeah, Soros looks good. It looks good. You know what I'm saying? More of Returnal. So the next game on the list, No Law reveal trailer. This game actually looks good. I actually can't lie. When I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, wait, is this a DLC for Cyberpunk? Because at first, obviously, like, they don't show us the title of the game. So I'm thinking, rare, is this a spin-off of Cyberpunk? Because it's got a lot of Cyberpunk vibes on it. Do you know what? I like what I'm seeing in it. I like the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? It's more got like it's not like Night City, but it's like more of a, I don't know, more of a rundown urban kind of place that's got like a lot of like technology and stuff and cybernetics, and you know, it's centered around which is like he's like a hitman. The main character looked like he was in the game, he got out of the game, then the game won't let him go, then people find him and stuff, and yeah, I'm involved. So listen, anything to do with cyberpunk, anything to do with cybernetics, anything to do with the violence and blood, guts and gore, and you got an assassin that's trying to get out the game, but the game won't let him go, I'm involved, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, No Laws looks good, man. So I'll keep my eye on this one. There's no release date on it, it's early stages, it's just a reveal trailer. So yeah, we will see where I'll go on with that game. The next game on the list is the 7 Deadly Sins Origin. Now, this game looks good, you know what I'm saying? It's an online multiplayer game, it's a big game, you know what I'm saying? And those that like are into anime games, this is the game for you. They can keep on building story, characters and stuff like that. And the world of 7 Deadly Sins is massive. It is massive. I've watched anime, I love them, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really into anime games like that, I can't cap, but I could be tempted to maybe get into this. I love the art style, I love the combat, I love what I'm seeing so far, I love the potential of this game. This game's meant to be coming out, 28th of January 2026, so next month. We don't have long when it comes to this game. So yeah, man, this game, I don't know, you know what I mean? It looks good, you know what I mean? Like, let's see if I'll get it, but I will definitely try it, I'll definitely play it at some point. Anyway, and last but not least, one of the major highlights of this award show was Phantom Blade Zero. Souls-like action gameplay trailer. This game is coming out the 9th of September 2026. We finally got a release date. I cannot wait for this game, and they gave us a lot of story. They gave us a lot of more story, new characters, and more action gameplay footage. I am just like, this game looks phenomenal. China again, China.
I love China. China all the time.
China is just killing it. China is doing crazy things when it comes to the game industry. I think China are basically like, you know, hands down, China and Korea are hands down saving the gaming industry right now, especially the Western game industry, because it's all over the place in my personal opinion. But yes, Phantom Blade Zero is one of these IPs that I am really looking forward to. I can't wait. I love the way the game looks. I love the action. I love the wuxia. I love the wushu. It's just beautiful, isn't it? If you grew up watching like the wuxia films and kung fu films and stuff like that, you'll love a game like this, because you see the style, you see the technique, you see everything. This game looks beautiful to me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that was it. They were the 17 games of the award show. That was the award show overall. And yeah, this award show, if I had to give it my synopsis, I summarize, I thought this award show went on for too long. They need to like find a way how to make this award show like 2 to at least 2.5 hours. You can't have a 3+ hour award show. That is crazy to me. It dragged on. It just became a thing where there was a bare advertisement. Obviously it's a gaming access media, and all these individuals jerking each other off and stroking each other in their little bubbles with the tongue in each other's a-holes.
Pause what?
Pause. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what that was. But the overall, was it good? Yeah, it was good. You know what I mean? It wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't like garbage, but it wasn't amazing. It wasn't anything special. Like, everyone knew that Expedition 33 was going to win. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that they will clear up with 9 awards. But, you know, like I said, I was surprised that, that Yōtei didn't win the award. I thought that they would have, but they didn't. But maybe that's just karma. Hey, you know. And I was surprised that Death Stranding didn't win at least 1 award as well. That was a major surprise as well. I can't cap. So yeah, man, I think overall it was good. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't anything special. If I had to give it a rating, I would say probably like maybe a 7 out of 10, and maybe, yeah, you know what I mean, like a 7 out of 10. Yeah. So I'll give this award show 7 out of 10, and with recommendation of, you know, skimming off the fat and making it in the future 2 to 2.5 hours. I think that is the sweet spot. And the fact that like I was up until 4 in the morning watching this was crazy, man, crazy. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But that was the 2025 Game Awards. What did you think about the Game Awards? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What rating would you give it? What trailer stood out to you? What game are you hyped for? You know what I'm saying? And do you agree with the, you know, the winners? Do you think that Death Stranding should have won an award? Are you surprised that GOTY Yōtei didn't win anything? You know what I'm saying? You know, and did you expect or did you think that Expedition 33 would win 9 awards? I don't know. And what did you think about the Player's Choice Players of Voice Award? Did you think that it was going to be a different game? Because I did, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be Arc Raiders, personally speaking, but hey. Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts, feelings, or opinions, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you like this video or any of my content. You can also hit me up on the social, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, Gamepad across the board. You ain't got to tap, press anything else but that. And also, if you want to find me and hit me up on PlayStation, my gamer name is MrGhostProtocol. So I guess I will see you and speak to you real soon.